A great Wednesday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville. Again, another day that I had considered to ride the scooter to work, but
Close this curtain.
the forecast called for thunderstorms today. And I looked out, and it does look cloudy outside, but thunderstorms, I don't see it. But again, why take that chance? Why take that risk? So I decided to drive to work. Boring. No scooter. No scooter is boring. Morning, Steve. Morning, Elda. How you doing?
Morning. Doing well.
Good to see you this morning.
Nice
Hey,
to see
did
you.
you check out that link for that scooter I sent you yesterday?
Unagi.
It's pretty cool.
I thought you were getting that for my birthday, and I thought, like, man, this guy's awesome.
Yeah, $1,000 birthday present. Someday.
Well, you know what's funny is like I actually ordered. I had a new unagi. Morning, oh, good morning, a friend.
Unagi.
Unagi. I,
Yeah.
Isn't
I
that
actually
a Japanese? That's a freshwater eel or something?
no, it's a scooter.
Okay, but it sounds like same word as a some kind of eel from Japanese or something.
Oh yeah, unagi don. I think it is eel.
Ooh,
It's
She's right. That's
maybe
right. I didn't realize that until you said it right now. You're right.
maybe it's a
is
scooter
it
that
the
looks like an eel.
is the scooter the same spelling? I mean, the word for unagi, the scooter, is it the same as the eel?
Yes.
Okay, just asking because I was curious.
Well, it's again. I actually ordered a unagi, and I had it for a couple of days. I mean, it's man, it's really high tech. I mean, looks amazing, very sleek. The problem that I had with the one that I received was that it wouldn't charge all the way up.
Oh.
Hmm.
So it had some issues in regards to charging. And I said, you know what? And I literally paid like $1,000 for it. Did you see the prices on them?
Yeah, that basic one was $9.99. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I paid $1,200 because I got the dual engine something or the dual motors Unagi. I got the best one. It came in, it wouldn't charge, and I
Mm.
tried calling customer service, and due to coronavirus, we have longer than expected waiting times. I'm going like, you should have more people on the damn phone
Right.
because of COVID.
Yeah, yeah.
Nambe, sir. Lleves la scooter. Don't be like that, sir. Fuzzy. No, man. I mean, look, I don't mind the rain at all, but no, I don't trust Brownsville drivers as is when the streets are dry, much less when the streets are wet.
Hale.
No, the accidents. I mean, the accidents when it rains here in Brownsville, they go up the roof. And I know I have a death wish, but and I shouldn't even say that because I shouldn't say I have a death wish. No, because let me tell you, that's one of the things that the Minerva and Sylvia and that board threw out against me when I was on there that I
Oh
wanted to commit
yeah.
that I wanted to commit suicide. I'm going like, what? Where did you get that from? And it was kind of a weird deal. And I'm telling you, they threw everything they had at me back then. They had because I had posted a comment on my church page, something in regards to uh the voices in my head are screaming, and I still can't find a way out, something like that, and and they're like, well, it sounds really, it sounds horrible. I'm going like, it was at church. I typed that out there at church while we were studying King David. And I was making a comment that he was making in regards to a Psalms, how he felt closed in, and that inside his head it was screaming and screaming, and he found no satisfaction. It was kind of crazy. And Minerva and them, we're concerned for you. So we filed a police report that you wanted to commit suicide. I said, Shut up.
Oh my
Ding, ding,
gosh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michael. Happy birthday to you. Love you, bye. Happy birthday, Papa.
Happy birthday, Michael.
Happy
But
birthday,
the new
Michael.
Senate Majority Leader, or you don't think so? It is looking that way. It's definitely looking at Schumer, and let me tell you, Schumer is annoying, is as annoying as Mitch McConnell,
Yep.
if not more. I hate it. I hate people that do the fake tears, and I will never forget Mitch Schumer, the fake tear guy.
Yep.
So committing suicide. So I better be careful with the words because I don't want another police report saying Erasmo Castro wants to commit suicide.
Well, that other one wasn't that, like you said, it's a lyric to a song.
It was again. It was more of a psalm, psalms from the Book of Psalms.
I think it's a lyric in a song. I'm not 100%, but it just seems like that's a lyric to some kind of hard rock or punk rock song.
Yeah, somebody did mention that at the time. Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man. But I don't want to say it out loud too loudly, but the seems like they were trying to, God forbid, if anything would have happened to you, you see.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only thing that made sense to me. And I said like, man, these guys want to get rid of me in the same way they got rid of two other high profile BISD people. And I'm going like, yeah, I don't think that's going to work out too much for him because let me tell you, as well known as the other individuals were, I think everyone and their mother would have found out that if something had happened to Erasmo in that context.
Yeah, no, but you do need to be careful because it just doesn't feel right, for lack of a better word.
No. When are we having the party for the board members appreciation month? It will be next week during the meeting. They will be showered with gifts.
It's going to be. I heard it's going to be on February 30th.
Wait a minute, ya pasó January.
It should be February 30th, but it's going to be next week. At next week's meeting, they're going to honor the board for Board Member Appreciation Month. I did see that the board, I saw in the news, PI's board had a special meeting on Monday, and they said, you know what, guys, we're just going to delay.
Yep, another week, one more week.
It's a smart thing to do, man.
I mean,
it's a smart thing to do.
It is. That would be the smart thing to do. Just make sure everybody stays safe and give them an opportunity to get Schoology down and whatever it is that they need to get their ducks in a row. And most importantly, keep the kids as safe as possible. That's their primary function, no?
It just doesn't make it much sense.
No.
Let me say, last night we did receive the email where 6 Porter teachers are not coming back this week because they tested positive during the holidays. 6 Porter teachers. What does that tell us about the other schools?
That they either being quiet and they haven't reported yet, or they're just not choosing not to report. And once again, by not telling, they're keeping everything in the dark.
Or it just hasn't hit yet. I mean, did they get it? Everybody else is going to.
Oh yeah.
Inevitable.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's indicative. One of the things that I've been sharing for a while, guys, if they're reporting 6 teachers at Porter, you're really looking at 12, 18 teachers at Porter who have tested positive.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's just the way it is. That's the way the numbers are, guys. If they're reporting 6, the reality is that there's probably like 18, 20 people that have tested positive at one high school, guys. This is just one high school. And this isn't taking into account the students that had a lot of mingling and interacting during the holidays, guys. And now, again, the teachers are not coming back onto campus. But what about the students?
Yep.
I mean, everyone was everywhere during these holidays, guys. I mean, but again, it's just common sense. I mean, again, and nothing against any group out there, but guys, they're going to come back positive. They're going to go onto our campuses positive. They're going to be interacting one with the other. There is absolutely no way that social distancing can exist on any school, in any school, from kinder all the way up to high school. Good morning, Miss Emily. Good morning. Good morning, Norma. Good morning, peeps. Many don't let the flag in the
Huh.
background on the background blind you go, Chicago.
You know, Nelda's a lovely person, but I was getting a headache and couldn't figure out why until I saw
Ay,
that
porfa.
gray and that stuff that's on that back wall over there, all that graffiti or whatever that is.
We
Maybe
love our Cowboys around here.
it's a background,
Yeah, well, it is my background, and
a
I
green
love the
screen
Dallas
background.
You should
Cowboys.
consider a green screen. You know that you really should.
You should probably still have a Dallas Cowboy star up there.
Yes.
Good morning, hello, good morning. Thank you, bless you, Papa. God bless. Many more birthdays, man. Good morning, Erasmo. Nelda and Manny. I was catching up on last night's episode. Oh, last night was actually a very good show.
You guys did very well last night. I really enjoyed the show. Maggie's awesome.
She is awesome. She's a natural. Keep telling.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times Maggie wants to comment on things, but is reserved. Unlike Nelda, Maggie is still employed with the district.
That is why I can. By the way, have you looked at the agenda for the facilities meeting they're having tomorrow?
Yes, I did see the facilities meeting agenda. Let me say, still don't see a performing arts center on there.
Well, that's beside the point. I mean, how can they? Did you read the one about they're going to discuss the additional parking at Hannah for that new gym that they made?
Yeah.
Hello. Okay. When they were going to put the gym where they put the gym, the band director said, "Hey, don't take our field." So they ended up doing a whole bunch of remodeling so the band could have their field. Yay for the band. Looks beautiful. However, the band people told them, "Look, there's a dip here and you're going to have to fix the elevation, yada yada. Why don't you guys put this beautiful new gym idea on the other side where there's the student parking, the baseball field parking, there's some other on the tennis court parking, and make a new beautiful tennis court at the same time you're doing this new gym, and it's all over on that side. You have baseball, you'll have the tennis, you'll have sports that way." And now they're going to discuss parking. Nombre, shut up. Again, your phrase. I love it. But I mean, here goes more money down this. I mean, what do they think we are?
Let me say that again.
Oh my God.
When we first saw the plans for the gym, I was one of the individuals that was out there fighting like, no, we need the gym on the other side of campus. For the same reasons that they're going to have to do figure out the parking situation, because there was sufficient parking and it would have isolated the sports section on the other side of campus, and you could have had the sports over there and the fine arts over here on this side, guys.
Yep.
But again, they didn't listen to the professionals, and this is what really gets my goat about the whole matter. They'll never listen to the individuals who are the professionals in the matter. And again, I'm not saying that I was the professional in it, but I had met with the band directors, I had met with the coaches, and everyone said the same thing. This area should be left for the band, shouldn't be made to have to walk across so many feet in order to get to where they were going to do their marching thing, and it should be placed on the other side. They all said the same thing. No one wanted to listen to these folks. No one. I was the only one out there that was screaming at the top of my lungs, guys, get the gym on the other side. Nada. But
and they would have saved some money. They would have saved money.
Poor planning, guys. And unfortunately for us, they're gobbling up all the money that was set aside for the Performing Arts Center. If you go look at the agenda, guys, the agenda for the facilities committee that's going to be held tomorrow, you're going to see that 75% of the items on there have to do with sports. And I love sports. I
Yes.
love my sports. I would go to every single sporting event that I could go to before the pandemic. Every single one. And let me tell you, 75% of what is on the agenda is sports. You know what percentage is fine arts?
Zero. Well, keep it
Zero.
simple. You look at the list and what percentage of it is for the campuses, the schools, where they're supposed to be doing their job of educating. Hello?
Minimal.
They have the one about the restrooms at Canales,
That's
and they
it.
have the middle school tracks. I'll come to that one,
Sports.
but where's
Sports.
where's the restrooms? I know I retired from Stell. There's not a lot of restrooms around there for the adults, and
Well,
they're trying to keep them separate from the kids. And even the
well,
restrooms
I
at
can
this, oh
I
my
can
God.
share with the restrooms again, guys. And again, I was out there screaming at the top of my lungs. Again, when you're one individual out there screaming, guys, it's not very easy. When you're one individual screaming and you have six other board members, five other board members that are following Sylvia's lead, it's not my concern. Look, guys, how many of y'all have your kids in the elementaries, the older elementaries?
Mm-hmm.
Garza Elementary, Vermilion Elementary, uh,
Russell.
uh, Egley Elementary. Guys, do you know that your kids go to the restroom and is there no air conditioning in those restrooms?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And
there's no air conditioning in the restrooms, and kids are exposed when it's cold to the
mm-hmm.
cold weather out there while they're going to the restrooms, and in the heat, man, it's a sauna in there, guys, because of the way they
Mm-hmm.
built. Very, very simple, guys. And again, we're spending so much money on sports, which is again, I love sports, guys. I love sports. Spending so much money on sports and not on the things that directly affect our smaller kids in any way, shape, or form. Again, I'm glad that they're doing the restrooms in Canales. They needed it. They
Yes.
also needed it at the other elementaries as well. But again, the money that they're using to fix up or to add on more parking spaces for Hannah, it was money that should have gone to the Performing Arts Center.
Yes.
But
You know
what do
the middle
Aaron Rodgers?
school track. I want to say something real quick because my husband's a middle school track coach. It's not equitable, and those tracks were supposed to already be done throughout the district. But Campus A will get it, and they've had it for a while, but then all of a sudden they stopped, and the ones down the list never got them. And I always wondered, why is that? That some campuses, they were fixing them up, prettying them up, and all that good stuff. And yet others were kind of, well, it's just down on the list. It's down on the list. And, but now if you look at the numbers of enrollment, are they, so what if they fix, this campus that was way down the line, if they put that track, are they going to have any kids there? Because they're going to have, it doesn't seem feasible. If they have all these kids spread out all over the place when they could kind of consolidate. I'm just thinking that and they already closed those other two schools, so I know they will do it. Do you understand my point? It just doesn't make sense to me that they're wasting so much money. They really need to stay on course about educating kids. That's where the money needs to go.
Manny, your thoughts in regards to election results?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look good for the Republicans. The Senate control for the Democrats is like this close from taking over.
Yeah, am I retracting my prediction of Republicans winning Georgia? Yes, I am retracting. Let me say, guys, last night when the numbers first came in, they were blue. I think both of them were ahead by 2-3 points out there, and I thought that's it. I mean, Democrats. And then as soon as we were back up at like 85%, then Republicans jumped up and were ahead by a point and a half,
Yeah.
2 points, and I thought that's it. We're starting to see the Republican counties come in. Unfortunately for the Republican Party out there, a lot of the Republican counties didn't come out as Republican as they thought they would. and again, lost one seat last night. I was up. I was up until all night, refreshing the results, and yeah, they called it for what's his name, the African American guy,
Oh, they were making big deal
Yeah,
about
Warnock.
that.
Warnock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the weird
yeah,
name. Election results. They called it for Warnock, and I said, like, wow, man, the guy was like crazy, a little bit on the nut side.
yeah.
But
That one, that's really close too. I mean, it's only a difference of a few thousand votes. It's not even a lot.
Yeah.
yeah, Warnock is predicted. Ossoff is ahead at this moment with 0.39%. By 0.39%. That is crazy, crazy close.
Yeah,
But
I read an article that were saying something about the president's behavior is, kind of, some people are just, they've had enough with all of that. And so they're like, forget this. They want to like distance themselves from the party, the voters. Not all of them,
no,
but
I think the problem with the election, I mean, it's coronavirus. Coronavirus affected everything. I'm going to say that the big chunk of the problem was all the excess mailing ballots that were accepted. It's the same thing that happened here, guys.
no.
And anyone that out there and does not believe that fraud exists in the electoral process is crazy,
yeah. And
dumb.
that's where my frustration is that this whole time he's been saying something's going to happen, wait for it, and they got something up their sleeve, which I believe he did or they did. But now we're at January 6th. It's like, where is this stuff? What's this explosive thing that's going to happen? It's going to overturn everything, and it still hasn't happened yet. I don't know. I
Are
don't
you
know.
talking about the local election?
Yeah, no, the presidential,
Okay.
which is still
So,
pending.
yeah.
Apparently, they've got something, and wait till you hear the news, and wait till this, and it's like, okay, now we're at January 6th. It's
Well,
almost
supposedly he's going to come out. President Trump is going to come out tonight
yeah,
today at 11 o'clock with a big old speech on what's going to happen. Blah blah blah. It's over.
Yeah.
The
It's
presidential
done.
election is done. It's over. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Mike Pence is not going to make a circus out of the process today. I mean,
yeah. I don't think so.
some of the state senators are going to, want to ask for 10 more days and stuff. Blah blah blah. It's not going to happen.
What
It's not
would
going to happen.
what would change in 10 more days? I mean, what could possibly make a difference?
No, the review of the process. And look again. Was there corruption in the electoral process? 100%, no doubt. What I would appreciate is that everyone, both parties, just admit to it. Yeah, there was, but there's always going to be the issue with coronavirus is that it was magnified, it increased greatly because of the situation. People voted that shouldn't have been able to vote. I'm sorry. It happens all the time. It's something that we've been saying for years here in
Mhm.
regards to voter fraud. That's one of the reasons why that group, Citizens Against Voter Abuse,
Yeah,
started here in Brownsville. It started for that same reason because it exists. It is an issue, guys. Anyone that wants to go out there and say that there is no fraud in the electoral process is either naive or part of it.
Yeah.
Take your pick. Good morning, everyone. Bayas is proud of their recycling project, but sends everyone back on campus. Yeah, let me tell you guys. Timing is everything in life, and let me tell you, yeah, for you to consider that the recycling at this point in time is a priority for the district,
yeah,
it just makes you look stupid. And this is to administration and to the board for y'all to prioritize recycling at this point in time. Stupid.
No. Just still shaking my head about these things.
You mean that they're going to honor themselves? Yeah, guys. We're doing such a great job. BSD, let's recognize our good job we have done so far. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Pachangón en la casa de López Valdez. I heard she rich, open bar on BISD. She is rich. Other districts, let's postpone school reopening. Yeah. It's a smart thing to do. BISD more members, the city of Brownsville members are all in the same clique and corrupt mafia. Manny, I saw you yesterday on the city meeting. How was the city meeting?
Just a disaster. I was waiting for that the vote, the discussion to come up on term limits, and sure enough, what's her face made a fool of herself after she was done flipping her hair and playing with her hair. I mean, isn't it obvious that she's upset just because it's going to affect her period, and she's not going to be, that she wouldn't be in power anymore?
No.
That was her sole concern.
Let me say that I did have conversations with some members of the commission, and let me say, guys, I am all in favor of term limits, 100%. There are two things that should have been included. Look, I understand where Jessica's coming from. Most of the time, guys, when you include these things as a new ordinance, you don't go backwards. Most of the time. That is the only reason why I understand Commissioner Tetro's stance in regards to, well, it's singling me out because it only affects me as an individual. The truth is that it does, because again, Rose Gowan is not going to be affected by it. She will not be affected by it. The only individual that it will affect will be Commissioner Tetro. She will not be able to run again for the position. Now, Rose Gowan will not be able to run again for the position after this run.
Next time, right?
Yeah. If let's say she wins again, she still gets to serve another 4 years. So we still got another 4 years of Commissioner Rose Gowan. Jessica is 2 years from now. She's out. That's it. It's over. In regards to city commission, she can run for mayor of the city of Brownsville. She could also run for any other position that is out there available to her. So I understand what she's saying. Oh, well, it seems like it's only affecting me. In that sense, yes. Now, easy. Put two things into the measure. In the discussion part, request, that's fine. Let's start from now, where the law was enacted right now. It doesn't affect individuals from the past. It only affects the individuals from the future. But for that, you have to have sensible dialogue. When you don't have sensible dialogue, when you you don't produce any argument to the case, then it's going to get passed the way it is. And it's going to get passed, guys. It got passed yesterday. The only ones that voted against were Commissioner Tetro and Mayor Trey Mendez.
Yeah. And now, I said on there, it only affects her because it's just a coincidence. It just affects her right now, and that's it. It's not personal towards her. It's going to affect everybody eventually.
Eventually. The question is, why would Mayor Trey Mendez vote against it?
He tried to explain. I didn't read the whole thing. I didn't hear the whole.
I'm not trying to be negative, folks out there, but it's a smart move. It's going to pass anyway. Why do you want to tick off a board member? You might want to keep, or a commissioner, you might want to still keep her on your side. Okay, I'll vote with you. It's not going to pass anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I'll vote with you.
Makes sense.
Let me keep everybody happy. Sorry, Mayor Mendez, but I mean, it's a good move. I'm being positive. It's a good move in that respect. But the truth of the matter is, Everybody wants term limits, and you're going to see because it has to be placed on the ballot this coming election, and overwhelmingly, it's going to pass in the city of Brownsville. People want term limits, and in the post, I actually set up a post like a poll, and people were saying not only for city commission and for the mayor, they want term limits in everything at BISD, at the state rep, at the state senate, and I agree.
Yes.
Term limits for everyone. My second stance with what they should have included, and I spoke with the commissioners about this, or whoever took my call. What they should have included was term limits for the committees and the boards that are out there. I mean, you've got individuals that are and have been on these committees for over 20 years. 20 years. Guys, my question is, isn't there anyone else in the city of Brownsville that may want to serve on those boards and those committees that you have to continuously bring back the same yes people constantly over and over and over again? So what we need to do, guys, and again, to the city commission, what needs to be done is the way that individuals are selected for these boards and committees needs to change. It needs to change.
Yeah.
Do you understand why, Manny, or do you get the reasoning? Look at the way that we're choosing city commission committee members or board for other boards is by a majority of the vote of the city commission.
Yeah.
O sea, they have to vote on it. And let's say, well, we nominate Manny. Okay, let's everybody vote on it. You know? And everybody votes on it. And they say, up. Yes. Well, the majority is always going to have control of everything. So let's say there's two commissioners that aren't in the majority, which is in this case is going to be Commissioner Tetreault. They will never have a voice for their district, ever.
No.
They will never have a voice at PUB. They will never have a voice at any of the other committees because the majority are going to pack those committees with their people. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So that needs to change. Every commissioner should have the option of putting into these boards and these committees an individual. And it shouldn't be questioned by the other board members. Because when you give the majority of the commissioners, and I say board members, of course, if you give the power to the majority of the city commissioners, you'll never have representation for your district, ever.
Nope.
And that's why we have a lot of these boards and committees full of individuals from District 3, District 4. Osaka, the rich parts of town. And I'm in District 3, but I'm not the rich part of town. Good morning, Jeremiah. Cindy, 6, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Okay. I jumped the comments. Guys, I didn't do it on purpose. I got yelled at that. Why are you so negative? Can you just be happy that the higher ups are getting the vaccine, but teachers are not? Why are you being negative?
Oh, dear Jesus.
You know, it's crazy, Snoopy, but it just amazes me because I got that yesterday from from people at the city going, and that's why you're just too negative. I'm going like, what the? Do something damn positive for me to be positive about. How can I not be negative? Manny, you got administrators. You got higher ups, Manny, getting the vaccine, Manny. While the individuals that are face-to-face with students are being forced to go back face-to-face with students, those are at the back of the line, Manny.
Yeah, I don't know who's deciding that here.
Rose Longoria got her shot. Rose Longoria got her vaccine on the 24th or the 31st of December. How is Rose Longoria pushed to the front of the line where not even our nurses had gotten the vaccine yet.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
She's not over 65.
No.
She's not a nurse,
No.
not a healthcare professional, but she
No.
gladly puts up a picture that she's getting the vaccine. How? I mean, how selfish. Guys, there's limited number of vaccines out there.
I'm telling you.
I've put a name on a list to get called whenever it's my turn. My turn. But the AAs are getting their vaccine. Superintendent, the deputy superintendents, Manny, they don't see anyone. They're in these big offices by themselves. And that's what stay positive.
So you registered, Nelda? Did you register? Did you get yours?
No, I haven't filled out the form, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fill it out. I'm gonna go get my daughter already got hers, but she's a nurse.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait a few months.
Mm.
Like I told them, I want to make sure people are not growing extra arms or extra eyeballs or whatever.
I'm just gonna. I mean, I'm home for the most part. I won't lie. I'm the one who goes and gets groceries, and that kind of thing. But gloves and taking care and trying to follow everything else that we've done so far. But I am concerned about my kids who have to go out and they have to go to work, and grandkids that have to go to certain places. I don't know. And then they come home.
I think it was the first
here.
6 months. Any essential people should get taken care of first.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this thing about just because I'm have a sense of a power, authority, Nambe.
Let me say, Roman and Charlie, great team. More power to them. They absolutely do deserve each other. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations on that one for that group. You're sounding negative, Nelda.
Really? I'm so sorry.
Good morning.
I'm really very nice.
Maybe we need to start using reverse psychology with the district, advocate for what we don't want in home. Actually, yeah. I honestly considered that, Emily. I actually thought, man, but I would sound like a moron. I think I would sound like, and I considered that. Like maybe I should start saying the opposite, but I'd sound like a moron. Yes. Let's give administrators the shot first. Yes. Yeah. Let's build more parking spots out there. Yes. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Let's recycle. Let's make that a priority. Yes. Yeah. We got to recycle. Maybe they do the opposite. I would sound like a moron. No, Manny? I mean,
yeah. I don't think it would work anyway. It wouldn't work.
I mean, it would sound like a moron. But I did think about it. I mean, like maybe I should just start saying the opposite of what I want them to do. But I would sound like a freaking look in the middle of a pandemic, guys. And again, here goes Erasmo being negative again. In the middle of a pandemic. Oh yeah, let's see what we can do about recycling. Let's put blue trash cans. Let's switch our green trash cans for blue trash cans throughout the city. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Hey, let's give the city manager a raise. Hey, yeah, man, let's give the superintendent a raise. I'd sound like a moron. It wouldn't make sense to anyone, but it makes sense to them. That's what. Oh yes, it said let's celebrate Board Appreciation Month. Yeah, sounds like a great idea, guys.
Yeah, I got to run. I got to go pack for a few things.
Pack the majority of
calls. Good morning, everybody.
See you, Manny.
No, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Majority of the board, specifically Mr. Rodriguez, wanted the gym where it was built. Most unfortunate. It was very unfortunate. And let me say again, I don't agree with the gym being built where it was built. It was wrong. Didn't make any sense whatsoever, Rosie. If all those teachers at Porter are sick with a virus, just think about how the domino effect is with their family members being sick and exposing more and more people. Guys, again, the numbers are wrong. Hello, Moni Hermosa. They have those high priced nepotistic architects. Yes. Didn't they plan ahead for parking that would be first thing? No. Guys, we have an architect who's making boohoos of money on there, $100,000, guys, that does nothing.
I don't
We love all,
understand that at all. How did, again, how does that have to do with what's going on in a classroom? Nombre, shut up.
we love all sports, but the only ones that gives championships and playoffs are the soccer programs from Brazil. They should give more money for fine arts and soccer programs. There is some stuff on the facilities agenda in regards to soccer, not enough, and again, nothing for fine arts. There will be no performing arts center. Remember, they're getting El Jacob Brown. It's una vergüenza. The field Hannah band not is nothing compared to what they had. Zelda knows what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
Good morning, Lucy. Usually, the poor counties are reported last, like always, because of the lack of technology. Just like BSD and those old school campuses, all of Brownsville, present, future leaders definitely need to think outside the box and adapt to change. 100%, Eduardo. And part of the problem is they haven't, they won't, they will not, because the focus has not been in regards to advancing the academics, advancing the culture, the people of Brownsville. It has been pocketing the resources of the people of Brownsville. That's where the money has gone. And again, it was proven. And again, it's not Erasmo being negative. It was proven throughout the Sylvia trial. Is so BSD is providing free COVID testing for students and employees from 8 to 10 a.m. since teachers don't with during the morning. That's a great idea. Yeah. And again, I'm hoping that teachers are going to be given allotted some time to go get COVID testing. I'm hoping that's the case. Doubt it. Who is honking their horn all the time? Not me.
Not me.
Good morning, los amo, no, or tooting their horn.
Tooting your horn?
Wonder
No.
what those thousands and thousands of people that voted for the corrupt board think about the decisions being currently made. Do you guys say I voted for that person and they are awesome? You know what, man, Aaron? It's amazing, guys. But I actually saw on that post that the BISD had on their social media site. They removed a lot of the comments.
Yes, it did.
A lot of the comments, again, that's suppression of freedom of speech. That's actually a big no-no. And actually, if someone has screenshots of all those comments that were there, send them my way, and I will file a complaint to TEA, and I'll file a complaint with. They cannot do that. They cannot suppress freedom of speech. And again, it's just that it makes them look so wonky. So if anyone took screenshots, please send them my way. And the only comments that they opted to leave were the comments where individuals were praising them. Oh, great job. Great job. There are some nutsos here in the city of Brownsville that really, I guess, truly want to believe or just say that the board is doing a great job. They are not. Dump Trump. It's over. Yeah. Good riddance. Bad trash. Good morning, Mr. Davalos. Happy New Year to you, and congratulations on postponing, guys, from Port Isabel. Congratulations on postponing the return back. Great job.
Good job, Pierre.
Bring in on more stimulus, but we will have to pay for that someday. Someday. Jessica T is speaking the truth. Again, I understand where Commissioner Tetreault is coming from, 100%. Let me tell you, I understand completely where she's coming from, but again, we need someone to be out there and to fight for what's right. And what we need to fight for is, okay, that's fine. If they want to set in term limits, great. Why didn't they grandfather clause it in? That's the first one. That should have been discussed. Yeah. It was not discussed. It should have been discussed. Was not discussed. The other thing that should have been included and should have been discussed at the meeting was in regards to commissions and to boards that the commission oversees. Again, it was not discussed. I mean, you're missing your mark out there, guys. You need to think on the fly. Term limits should be on every board. We have term limits on CASA board. Amen.
Wow, that's great.
Just Commissioner Tetreault is being targeted 100%. Yeah. Stop being negative, Erasmo. I'm trying. Listen to Erasmo and learn. Hello, master. Hey, Hassan. My man, love you, Papa. From Indonesia. Awesome, Hassan. Thank you for watching us all the way from Indonesia. I'm going to drive by and kill that car that keeps honking their horn.
Chihuahuas.
Talk about the BISG video. Oh my goodness. We
Oh
talked
my
about it.
God.
We talked about it last night, guys. Let me say this, guys.
I
You got
didn't watch it.
you have two sentences to say, and you're going to need to read what you're supposed to say in regards to returning back to campus in a safe way. And look, guys, isn't this what they've been preparing for almost a year now? For
Wow.
9 months? And you cannot come on a live and give two sentences in regards to the amazing accomplishments that you have done to make sure and to guarantee that the return to campus for the second semester is going to be safe, and you're making over $200,000 a year? It doesn't make
Wow.
sense, folks. It doesn't make sense. And look at, guys, they were not on a live. They were on a recorded message that was edited, that was put together, and that had little words put into it, guys. And you couldn't say your two lines to two sentences without a piece of paper in front of you. Que vergüenza. Now, if you're going to go out there, guys, and give information in regards to coming back onto campus, at least know the CDC guidelines, Dr. Trevino. You cannot be taking on and off, putting on and off, putting on and off your mask. Those are not the CDC guidelines. Where the hell did you come up with that crap? Really? Where did you come up with that? And again, guys, people don't want a staged message. They want a message like the superintendent from McAllen did, where it was just from the fly and it was very, very live, very, very natural. Nothing acted out, no scripts. Looked very, very natural. And I'm not saying it was natural. I'm not saying that he didn't have a script, the superintendent from McAllen, but it looked amazing. The video that the BISD put out yesterday or 2 days ago, que vergüenza. Que vergüenza. And of course, yes, I'm being negative.
I haven't seen it, but I definitely will watch it just to see what you've been talking about. Either way, what a waste of time. I mean, yeah, hey, welcome everybody, great, yeah, fantastic. Why aren't they helping use that video time or getting their hands dirty with helping the parents learn schoology, encouraging kids, helping them feel confident. There's a lot of people that are anxious about and afraid that they're gonna die because of this COVID. There needs to be more positivity from them. They're the leaders, the instructional leaders.
Hoy es el día de confesión o porque está un sacerdote. Ah, perdón, es Mr. Erasmo Castro. Bendiciones día para los invitados y los seguidores de Live Castro, future mayor of the city, brother. Amen, brother. God bless you, Papa. Get the vaccine. Amen. Everybody out there, please register for the vaccine. Get the Sesame Street in the house. Oscar, you're late, Papa. Welcome, Oscar House, Sesame Street. Shouldn't be the superintendent addressing the community and the faculty instead of the understudies. He did come out towards the end of it. All three of them didn't do a good job. Instead, Snoopy, and it's on my page. I un desmamay and Sesame Street. Yeah, there always has been. I felt like it was an elementary play being performed. It was so bad.
I am so
Bad.
gonna watch this.
Bad. And again, guys, Erasmo being negative. And of course, this is their spiel. Oh, Erasmo is just being negative. No, do something right where we could say, hey, an awesome message out there. It inspired. It gave us hope. It did not. Buenos días. Disculpe que saben de que para febrero regresan todos a la escuela. Le acaban de decir a mi hijo, su maestra de folk, el día 1 de febrero. No los envía. No vaccine for me. No, 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 no. I'm trying to think of that Amy Winehouse song.
Nah.
Can't remember.
Oh, wait a minute. I just remembered.
Last words?
You know, Maggie brought that up yesterday that you just spring it on her, and I agree with her. I just want everybody to be safe, and I hope everybody's following, wearing their mask, and if they have to go out, hand sanitizer and whatever they need to do to keep their family and themselves safe. And I'm just going to be hopeful that something is going to give and people are going to realize that this is serious and we need to take it as such and we can keep each other safe for a later date.
Guys, social distance, hand sanitizer, face coverings. Guys, stay away from each other as much as possible. Please, please, please. No pretendo enviarlos para haber consecuencias para nosotros. No, ninguna consecuencia. Guys, ninguna. Y si hay cualquier problema, Victorio, usted me avisa. Dios lo bendiga. Guys, have a great day. God bless. Be good to each other. And please continue to be good to me. See you tonight at 9 p.m. Bye-bye.